Welcome everybody to Homestead Miami Speedway as we go and get ready for the last race of Season 9. What a season it has been. What kind of drama it has been as we get ready. You can see Ginty going out for qualifying now, but everyone else getting lined up and ready to go. We'll talk about your championship 4 to look out for, as well as anyone else that is going to be on the racetrack. It's Homestead Miami. As we take a look at the grandstands and get ready for tonight's event. We're going and watch Ginty go qualify. Ooh, there we go. Thank you all for tuning in. So Ginty out first to qualify. None of our really championship drivers in right now. We possibly might see Saturn. Pretty sure Saturn is wanting to get this race underway and going, and the truck race is under red for the wall getting destroyed. We hope they get that one fixed, but we'll have to see in the future, of course. So Ginty crossing the line. Will this be his first lap? It will be. It will be a 30.821. Up next will be Nova. Nova, 30.933. Dark will be up next. We'll see Juan possibly in a few minutes. But here is the point standings as they are right now. At least in the... Well, no, that's not correct. Hold up. Let me fix that. There we go. Those are the correct... Oh, that's nice. But that's how they stand right now. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Pink in the points lead by just 4 points. Krieger in second. Coma just 9 points back. And then Saturn is the most out there that really has a shot with 12 points. Qualifying is really going to matter for these guys. Mason and Nick on standby for qualifying. Still waiting on Pink. Still waiting on Coma. As Dark, a 30.929. Provisional second place. It'll be Nick on track next. So Krieger will be here. He's currently just AFK for the moment, but he'll be coming back. Pink just hopped in, so Pink, we'll see him. Coma offline on Discord, so we'll see if we see him at all. And then Saturn, of course, sitting in the voice chat right now, but we'll see if he pops on the racetrack after last week's drama. Or sorry, not last week's drama, yesterday's drama. 24 putting down at 30.967. It'll be the slowest time on track for right now. Mason is up next. Mason kind of on a hot streak, at least through the chase so far, winning last race at Atlanta in quite the dominant fashion. Really, no one else could even catch up to him. He starts his lap. It'll be Pink on deck unless someone else joins and gets in the car before him. Homestead Miami, one of my favorite racetracks. Many lines you could run here, and we'll talk about what the fuel strategies possibly look like as well. Mason, a 9.33, just a tad faster than Nova, as there's no one else to go to, Junior. Oh, Pink getting ready to go. Also have Saturn on the wall. So 2 drivers getting ready right now on the pit lane. So we wait for these drivers to continue on. There's Saturn walking back and forth to the camera. But what a season's been so far. We missed. Now I've missed about half the season, so I don't know too many of the stories throughout the whole thing. But it was a pretty quick season overall. It's been just 2 months. I think it's to the day today. It's be 2 months. So a pretty quick season. We'll have our off season, and hopefully we'll be starting season 10, which is kind of insane to think about. 10 seasons of RACC. Juan is in. We'll see if Juan decides to make a lap. Oh, it'll be Saturn who actually puts the lap up next. And Saturn ready to go. Of course, whoever gets pole will get 1 extra point. And there goes Saturn. So on deck is Juan and Pink. Krieger will be joining us soon. So this is the first lap for Saturn. It'll be Juan up next. What can Saturn put down? He puts down a 31 flat rear of the field. Whoa, it hits Juan's car. So right now, the last 2 drivers that need to go that are, or technically it's 3, that are in the top 4 in points is Pink, who's in game, just sitting on pit road right now. I'm not sure what's happening with him. Krieger is now in the game. You can see the little pop-up right there. And then Coma, who is right now idle on Discord. We'll see if Coma is able to join up. Again, Junior wanting them try to get at least the main characters of the chase be able to get and go. So Krieger on deck. As Juan, what can he pull off? Second place, a 30.867. As it'll be whoa, Krieger who's out and on the track next. Krieger, the points leader through a majority of the season. Losing it as we started the chase. Wants the championship. He's the closest one to Pink, just 4 points. A pole here would bring it down to 3 and would be huge. So a good lap is going to be needed here from Krieger. And he does not get pole, a 30.863. He is not able to get that extra point. And now Pink has an opportunity to actually expand his lead to 5 points. That's possibly enough to secure a championship victory. If Pink gets pole here and then Krieger wins, Pink gets second, then it's a tie. It would be a tie in points. So that shows you how much that 1 point can matter. As first place gets 20 points, second place gets 15, third gets 12, fourth gets 10, fifth gets 8, and then it's 6 all the way down to 1, or 6 all the way down to 2 for 6th place to 10th. DNQs and DNQs will get you 1 point, 1 whole point, and then as well as pole. And then, of course, we'll have to keep our eye on the stages. We'll try to keep the points updated with the stage. As here we go. Pink isn't able to take it. Oh, my goodness. Ginty gets pole. Pink is a 30.833. And that is qualifying so far. No Pink yet. So I wonder if we'll see, or no, not Pink. No Coma yet. So will we see 3rd place in points make a start here? The last race of the season. It's a late night on a Friday, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. So we'll have to see. Right now, it's nothing yet. Radio silence. As we just get ready to race now. Right now, Pink. Sorry, not Pink. It's Ginty on provisional pole. As we get ready to race here at Homestead, Miami. What a venue this place is. What a great track this place is. One of my favorites. Multi-line racing expected. And, of course, we'll have to talk about pit strategies as well. Whoa, there goes the camera. Going fast. Giving everyone time to line up. So here's what the race analysis looks like for tonight. 100 laps. One of the longer races of the season. So we'll have to keep that one in mind. Stage 1, 30 laps. Stage 2, 30 laps. And then 40 laps for Stage 3. What makes this interesting is that pit window. Pit window being 25 to 35 laps. So fuel consumption is going to be another factor in tonight's race. I feel like if you're really conserving throughout the whole race, you could probably go about 40, 45, if you're really good at it, maybe 50 laps, which is going to throw a huge wrench in terms of strategies for stages. So we'll see if you can even make it to the end of the stage. Some drivers I don't think will. But drivers that are conserving through the whole stage and stuff, we'll see. And then, of course, Stage 3 is going to be a huge wrench in terms of strategy. So again, we'll have to keep that in mind as we get ready for the American 500. Driver's still on their migration. You can see Pink there, still migrating to his car, or to the start-finish line. Junior making sure everyone gets the stages right. Did I say Ginty? I mean Junior. So we'll have everyone lined up here. And it looks like Coma not able to make either the start, or we'll have to join in late. It is a 4-point difference. Huge, right? Drag that across, have that on standby. 100 laps to decide a champion. Pink with the odds in his favor. He'll be starting in second. Krieger not too far behind. It's every position. So, as we get ready, Pink, thank you for streaming. And hey, he's actually got it fixed this time around. Thank you, Pink. 9 drivers to make the start of the final race of Season 9. Some big names, unfortunately, not able to make it. Yummy, unfortunately, won't be able to make it. He's in the chase in the 5th spot. Or, excuse me, I think he's in the 6th spot right now. Mason taking 5th place in points. Because he technically is in the championship, but he's a little bit farther back. Over 20 points, which would be monumental if he can get that win. But we'll see. Oh. Looks like Ginty had to respawn his car. So we'll give Ginty a moment to catch back up. Here's the 24. It's going to be a night race. So boy, I didn't even realize there would be a night race. Well, I guess it is 10 o'clock. Might as well. Everyone in line. Here we go. Just now waiting on the countdown. Junior making sure everyone's ready for the last time. As we get ready to go. Here's the countdown for the final race in Season 9. We are underway at Homestead, and it's Krieger with a great start. He goes down to the inside. Pink follows it with Juan to the outside. They're 4 wide as Ginty has to drop back. It's going to be Krieger with the lead in turn 1. Pink right behind, and then Juan up top. Krieger will stay down low to block, but Juan with the run on the high side. He takes the lead down the back straightaway. Can he hold it through 3 and 4? Contact. Entering 3, 1 up high. Krieger down low. Who's going to lead lap 1? It's going to be Krieger who puts the bumper right in front of Juan. And he'll hold the lead as they're 3 wide mid-pack. Ginty with a resurgence. He's back up to 2nd. Mason on the inside. He's looking to try to take the lead away. You spread out wide again. Nova now this time on the inside. And Krieger will... Mason all over the racetrack. Got into Nova there as we enter turn 1. Mason way up high into the wall. He's going to lose some speed up there as Nova trying to find a spot to secure 2nd place. The inside just doesn't quite have the run out of the corner. A little bit of contact there between Dark and Nova. Mason into the wall because of it. He's able to recover. It's now Pink making it 4 wide almost. Dark backed out, but Pink making it 4 wide on the inside. Still all together as a pack, as now it's Nova with the lead. Whoa, a little bit of contact, 4 wide again. This time in turn 3, 5 wide in turn 4. And they continue to go 5 wide down the back straightaway. This time Nick backs out, it's now down to 4 as they go into turn 1. Krieger fighting for the lead once again as they're still all together mid-pack. And now Dark on the inside. He's looking for the lead, and he's got it. Krieger looks slow, dives it into the corner, moves him way out of the way. As they're all, man, everyone's shoving down the back straightaway, now down the front straightaway. Everyone's everywhere. Nova currently with the lead, but for how long? He's trying to get away from this massive pack. It seems like it's going to be a little bit of an Atlanta situation with how it is. And the pack was, whoa! Krieger nearly turning Dark. Krieger now trying to make a move on the inside. So far, it's been about equal on each lane. Saturn hitting a track bump behind. So as it stands right now, Krieger would be champion currently where he stands. Again, it'd be really hard for Saturn to get this championship, but he's still right there, just 12 points behind. Nova been able to pull, at least right now, half a second of a gap on the field. But how can Krieger close it? Dark always been good here at Homestead. Made a start within this little group. ARL Season 3 is, oh, the 24 down low. Not sure what's happening to the 24. He's currently parked right on turn 3. We'll keep our eye on him. Possibly going AFK. I guess Nick wants to watch the end of the truck race, so he's going to pull off. And the field is going to start to calm down now, 10 laps into this thing. All mostly single file. Right now, Saturn making a move for third place on Dark. Ginty, our Pulsar, starting to lose grip with the pack. Just a couple tenths off of Juan. Again, the score is just the score there. A little bit off. Saturn able to clear for third place. We got a freight train down the back straightaway. So far, Krieger not been really able to catch at all to Nova. Again, you got to think about that fuel run. Uh-oh. We're experiencing some technical difficulties, so I apologize if the stream is lagging out. We are experiencing a little bit of lag on our end. So if the stream is buffering or it looks bad, that's some technical difficulties. We apologize. 10 laps complete now on 11. It's going to be Dark and Saturn once again battling for third. A little accidental contact between the two. Spots open for anyone to join. Krieger's still holding on. The second place hasn't really lost any time yet. To the 91. Saturn trying that outside lane. Still trying to secure third place. Is now Mason maybe looking to try to get into this kind of pack. Bottom three drivers starting to split away. That could be due to fuel strategy, though. And you need to be able to make it to the end of stage on lap 30. You do have to do a little bit of fuel conserving if you want to make it there. Nova a little bit high up. Krieger tried the dive, couldn't quite get to the quarter panel. drop back another 3/10. Mason gives him some taps to Dark on that inside line, trying to help him through. Or he's trying to get around at this point. Now he looks down to the inside. Fancy way down to the inside as well. Dark with the dive into turn 3. Onto the apron is Dark. He's going to lose a little bit of time. He's back up top to block Saturn. And it's a long race. 100 laps, one of the longer races this season. Every position does matter, but doesn't matter quite yet. Right now, strategy is the biggest factor. Saturn's still trying that outside lane. He gets the runs out of turn 4, but Krieger goes up to block. He's just got enough room to be able to block it. Now Saturn, Krieger, Nova. Looked like he was pretty close entering turn 1. Nova able to get a run. He's out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Dark now looking low on Krieger. He's got to the quarter panel, but Krieger shuts him down. Saturn dropping back to 5th. It'll be Mason who's going to be challenging for 3rd. Meanwhile, Dark is now challenging for the lead. He makes a dive into turn 1, gets to the inside of Nova, leaving the door open for Krieger. A lot of contact going through 2, and it's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway. Advantage right now to Dark, as here comes Krieger. He moves Dark out of the way. 3 wide now for 3rd, as Saturn's taking advantage of all the commotion up front. Dark with the high line run. Can he secure the lead? I think he can. He will. Nova dropping back. He's way up high. He's going to try to get a good run here out of 2. He does get one, but no open lane. Now Dark pulling a gap on the field. Mason and Krieger battling for 2nd. See how far away Dark can go. Is Dark also fuel conserving? That'll be definitely a question. So we reach lap 20. A lot of smoke. That was Ginty into the wall in turn 1. Everyone is okay. So Pink's strategy here, I think, is similar to his Daytona strategy. Hang in the back, fuel conserve up until the end of the stage, and then that's when you make your pounce to the front, make your pit stop after the stage ends, and then back to fuel conserving up until the end of the stage. And so far, I mean, it worked pretty well in Atlanta. I mean, it doesn't mean you'll get your stage wins. But it kind of works out for, you know, just being in the top 5, just to get a couple of points, but... We'll see. 10 laps to go in the stage, coming up on 9 to go in the stage. Larkin's just keeping that 3/10 of a gap lead. Whoa, Krieger lagging maybe, getting to the wall. Gonna hold on to second place, taps the wall on the exit of 4. Nova's there on the inside. It looks like a car. Oh, that's Nick, who is going to be re-merging back in. He's 14 laps down. I'm sure Junior will go and fix his laps to be on the lead lap, although that merge was not very good. It looks like he'll be redoing it on the back straightaway. Of course, he'll have to come down pit road as soon as anyone else goes down. And it's possible to see a car maybe come down here in the next couple of laps. Pink on his charge back to the front. He's right now battling with Mason. This is for 5th place. These points valuable for each of these drivers. And with that lead that Krieger, or with that lead that Pink has, I mean, it's not large. It'll cover about a stage worth of points, maybe 2. But with where Krieger is and where Pink is, I think well, where they are right now, it'll be tied in points. But there's 6 laps to go. Pink still trying to get by Mason. Looking out to the inside. A little bit of contact there out of 2. But Mason able to put the block and keep him behind as we have 5 laps to go in stage number 1. That pack's starting to get mixed up a little bit now as Pink getting desperate. Nova nearly getting put into the wall there. Pink loses a ton of time on the field. And now it's Mason who's going to try to recoup some points here. Four to go. Saturn still trying to hold on to 3rd place. Krieger loves seeing all this in his mirror. Especially to see Pink sitting in 5th right now. That's what he loves to see. As it stands right now, it'll be a 3-point difference, I believe. So Krieger kind of slowing that gap. It'll be either 3 or 2. My math ain't so good right now, so. Oops. Hey, there's a calculator. Look at that. Maybe if I use that, it'll work out. Dark currently still holding that 0.2 of a gap lead. Is he coming down the pit road? He is. He's coming down the pit road right now with 2 to go in the stage. He will not be able to make it to the finish. He will not be able to win the stage. And now Krieger is your leader with 2 laps to go, possibly looking to win the stage. Pink on his charge, though. He doesn't want to lose that points lead. Here we go, 1 lap to go in the stage. 3 wide for 2nd, Pink on the bottom. He works his way to 2nd place. Can he hold it? Saturn, got pinched on Mason. He saved it. Genty now getting into the mix. 4 wide behind Krieger and Pink. It's going to be Krieger who gets the stage win. Pink surviving, only losing a point gap on him. Then it's Saturn, Genty, and Mason. The rest of your top 5 as we keep on going. So things will start to calm down. We'll start to see some more pit stops. Saturn's coming in down. How much longer can everyone else keep it out for? Oh, Pink slow on the racetrack. I think he's trying to conserve some fuel just to be able to make it to pit road. Genty's in this time, Mason's in this time. Pink actually stays out. I wonder if it's just a bad back straightaway. So the gap closes to just 3 points between Pink and Krieger. And there's your updated points. So majority of the field still staying out. Looks like fuel conserving actually is going to go a little bit farther than I thought it would. Saturn apologizing to Mason as Nova looking for the lead away from Krieger, or to try to take it away from Krieger. And next stage ends on lap 60, so it's a long ways to go. And everyone in this top 5 still needs to come down pit lane. Luckily enough for those guys, excuse me, that came down early, I mean, a pit stop's only about a lap away, or a lap deficit, so everyone will still kind of be together. As you can see, everyone that pits kind of just behind Ginty. How much fuel does everyone have left? I mean, not a lot. Just basing off of what I see from a couple of drivers, looks like they'll only have maybe a lap or 2 left before they have to come in. It'll be interesting to see. Now, Nick, I wonder if he went down pit lane because he did merge, and he's currently on a whole different fuel strategy than everyone else. So I wonder if the 24 already came down pit lane, got put back on the lead lap. Not sure how he's with this pack. He's currently on a whole different strategy than everyone else. So we'll see if Junior forces him to go down pit road. And I think he went down, yeah, he has to go down pit road now. I think he just realized, oh, but he missed pit lane. Oh, he missed it. Nova looks like he's going to be coming. Yeah, Nova down pit road this time. Krieger will let him take the lead. I think maybe Krieger will follow him down. So Nova's down. Krieger looking low, doesn't come down pit lane this time. As Pink and Juan right now, I'd say they'd have to pit a couple of laps ago. They are losing time on this group, and they're here. And so when Krieger, Pink, and Juan come down, they're not going to have that gap, or they're not going to be with them. They're going to be pretty far behind this group. And, I mean, especially Pink. Pink's got to come down now. Whoa, Krieger came down on Saturn. I think he wanted to come down pit road that time, but just messed it up. Pink coming down pit road. So it's now just Juan and Krieger who have not pit yet, and they need to pit now. What happened to Nova? He's down there. Oh, he was just coming out of pits, and you can see the distance, though. That's Nova coming out of pits. And you have to take a full tank. Right? You can't just take a half a tank or a partial tank, 3/4. You got to take it all when you come down pit road, but you got to make it to the end of the next stage. I think just now leaving pit road, and you know, he's not even going to take the access road. I think Nova wanted to take the access road, which is why he's so far back. Now Pink's right there with him. And that's exactly what I feared would happen with those guys. They'd be so far back from this lead group. And for what? They're not even that far off strategy to where it's worth anything in the stage 3. Of course, we'll have to see if I'll eat my words. But Krieger's now down pit lane. That leaves just Juan to pit. Of the guys on the lead lap currently, or of the guys a lap down who've pit, it's currently Saturn in the lead, Mason in second, Dark currently third. Of course, Dark had to pit before the end of stage 1, which means he's not going to be able to make it to the end of stage 2 without some fuel saving as Ginty going wide. And Juan to the rear of the lap down pack. Juan to the rear. I wonder if he's coming down now. No, it stays out for another lap. Mason wide, 3 wide for the lead now. This is technically for the lead. Mason down low the block. Dark putting in a lot of battle today, but again, you gotta be observant on that fuel. So it's really just these front 3. I think Juan came down. Yeah, Juan came down pit lane. I think he may have ran out too. And you can see the 2 distinct packs. One is... one's about 3 to 4 seconds behind the other. Everything will go and get redone, but as it stands right now, Saturn's going to have a huge advantage over pretty much everyone else. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch this one kind of turn out at the end of stage 2 and then into stage 3 when everyone takes their final pit stops. Dark battling for the lead from Mason. He's going to be able to get it out of turn 2. How long can he hold it for? So far, one of the fastest cars on the racetrack, but just not the most fuel-conservant car on the racetrack. Saturn way up high, nearly into the wall. He'll lose 3rd place to Ginty. They'll be side by side. Here's an eye on your championship 2. Pink and Krieger currently sitting about 5 seconds back from the main pack. Hagen behind Nova trying to catch up. These guys up front are kind of battling with each other. But they've been pretty on pace with everyone else. Laps away from halfway. Not really too much happening on the racetrack. Good battles up front, though. Of course, that's always a common thing at Homestead. Currently in the middle of 2 different strategies from 2 different groups. You can see this front group, it ended up working a lot better, but of course, they all got to come down earlier than that rear group. Thing is, these guys pit after stage ends, so it'll really be a battle for 4th and 5th. Right now, Krieger holding 4th, Pink holding 5th, because Dark, I'm going to imagine, pits before the end of the stage in 10 laps. Well, otherwise, no real events. Saturn almost has one, hits the wall hard, gets that wall riding. Oh no, he's lagging. Big lag spike from the 43. He loses a ton of time. Gets the car to get back going. But he's significantly farther back. He's trying to change voice chats right now. That's also probably why he's up near the wall. It's hard to do that when you're trying to race. I find it even hard to I find it very difficult to even, type while racing. But that's unfortunate. Loses about 1.5 seconds of time. So halfway, now just past halfway. Dark, your current leader. Mason sitting in 2nd. Ginty in 3rd. Saturn in 4th. Krieger right now in that 5th spot. But of course, we have now 9 laps to go until the end of the stage. So who will get those top 5 points? Will Dark be able to make it to the end of the stage and get his first stage win in RACC? course, Mason, again, looking to win. Wanted to try to get as many points as possible, try to get pole, and then wanted to sweep stages, but fortunately just not quite working out. He got 1 point from stage 1. And we'll have to see how the rest of the stages work out. He should be in a really good spot for stage 2. Again, we'll have to see. 7 to go in stage number 2. Everyone mostly just been hanging out single file. Same thing with the guys hanging back. Whoa, now we got some movement up front. Mason looking for the lead. He's going to have it. Can Dark get the switch back out of turn 4? They're going to be neck and neck. Side by side, drag race down the front straightaway. I think Dark, yeah, with that run, able to get the lead back. Although now Mason, with 6 laps to go, might be looking for that stage win if Dark isn't, or if Dark is able to stay out until the end. Here comes Genty and Saturn. They've caught back up. Genty's looking to the low side. 5 to go in stage number 2. And here's those guys, your championship guys in the back. Whoa, Saturn into the wall again. Apologizing for a mistake. As it's Krieger who currently leads that back group. Pink trying to keep that lead, trying to gain it, because as it stands, I mean, Krieger's going to gain another point on Pink. It'll bring it down to 2 points. They're side by side. Coming up on 3 to go. Genty and Saturn caught back up. Are they going to try to make their move? Saturn and Genty 2 wide with 3 to go in the stage. Mason looking to the outside. Dark out of gas. Dark has to come down pit road again just at the end of the stage. Nearly causes some commotion with 2 to go. It's just so unfortunate, man. I thought he was going to be able to make it. And so he'll be the first to come down pit road of this second round of pit stops. Can these 3 make it to the end? Pretty sure they'll be able to. Mason out of turn 4 to take the white flag for stage 2. We're keeping our eye on Pink and Krieger. Currently Krieger holding on to that 4th place spot. We'll show you that battle to the line. Can Genty or Saturn do something to try to win stage 2? Your pole sitter. Now, I thought it was going to look to the inside, but it's going to stay in line. Genty try to get some sort of run. No, Mason will win stage 2. Who's going to get the spot over each other in the championship? It'll be Krieger over Pink. And so the championship battle is now down to 2 points as we have 30 to go. And we'll try to get those numbers up for you as soon as possible. But we'll keep our eye on the front as it's Saturn and Mason coming down this time. It will leave just Pink out there. And so I guess we'll swap right back to these guys who are next in line to pit. So it's really down to every position. It's going to be who's out in front of who, where they stand on the racetrack, even after pit stops possibly go through. And you can see Mason still significantly out front. But they will have to make one more pit stop. There it is. That's what's going to do it. They're going to be able to make one more stop and be able to get to the end of the race. If Coma was in the race, it'd be a lot different. But with Coma not being in the race, it's going to be huge. Saturn's actually going to gain a couple of points. He's now 11 points back, still pretty much out of the championship. Pink's starting to pull away. So we've been green the whole time, no cautions yet. Well, the field's been pretty spread out. Here's those updated numbers for you. Oh, Krieger! Wall pop hard into the wall. Keeps it going, though, but loses quite a lot of time. That is huge for Krieger. Huge tough break for the four. And you'll see it here again on the replay. Haven't seen too much of wall grabs and wall pops recently in RACC, but just went a little bit too wide out of turn 2. Hits the wrong spot, and that car goes flying towards the inside wall. And now it's Pink who's in this mix with the front group after they've done their pit stops. Still Saturn way out in front of anyone. And it's right now Krieger, Pink, and Nova yet to pit. Everyone else has come down pit road. Oh, we are having some big lag spikes. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Nick as well has not come down pit road yet. So Pink, your current leader, hasn't pit yet. Then it'll be Nova, who's sitting behind Krieger, who's 2.5 seconds back, and then Nick, who's 8 back. So your car's all over the racetrack right now. And then Saturn, Mason, and Ginty currently in front of Pink as they made their pit stop. They still have one more pit stop to go. But I think Pink can make it to the finish. I know Krieger can make it to the finish now. They still need to make their last pit stop, but as soon as they take that last pit stop, they're good to go to the end. Everyone else, they'll have to take one more. So, you know, I'm eating my words. They planned this one out a lot better than the majority of the field. And it's going to work out in their favor at the end of this race. Nova making a smart move to be with these guys. But unfortunately, it's going to be a fuel strategy race to the end, and Krieger's 3 seconds back. We'll have to see what he can do to try to gain the 3 seconds. try to keep this championship alive for him. Pink looking low in turn 3 or 4. Nope, stays on the racetrack. It was such a struggle for Pink last season. This is about what it looked like last season, except now it's just 2 points instead of 0 points. That change between the two. There's is that Dark down pit road or is that Nick? It's gonna be Nick down pit road. But a very similar situation to what it was last season. As we go through another lag spike. Man, it is not a good day to be lag. Take it back to last season when they drove the Gen 4s. Oh man, look at this lag though, but this is the last lap from last season on the Gen 4s. TCT able to get the win. That's, I believe, Krieger there in second, and it was that every position really mattered in overtime. See the move here from Pink, the move. Krieger out of the way, he gets into the wall, and it's a battle to the finish. It was actually Krieger that got it over Pink, but I mean, it just with how the points worked out and how the stages worked out, it was Pink that got the championship last season. And he's looking to try to get 2 in a row here in Season 9. As they head into this last race, Pink with 3 wins, 7 podiums, 10 top 5s, 2 stage wins, and 3 poles. And those 3 poles right now is what's got him with the 2-point lead over Krieger. Although Krieger's had a really good season himself. 3 wins, 8 podiums, 11 top 5. So good stats all around. 5 stage wins and 1 pole for Krieger. Actually, you know, the stats make it look like he should have more points than Pink, but just not how it's going to work out. Nova and Pink down pit road this time. Last ones to do it. Although Krieger is still on the racetrack. I don't think he's come down yet. No, he hasn't. So it'll be Krieger the last one to come down pit road. So there's Pink and Nova. They're now just exiting. Krieger's going to stay out. And you can see the strategy they've found is to not take the pit exit. No, no, no. Get to the racetrack. You can see where they have ended up at. So 20 laps to go. Krieger still yet to make his pit stop. But this is what's going to be interesting, is can this first group stay out until, I mean, the second group's good. They can make it to the end, right? It's just that first group, can they feel conservative enough to make it and still be out in front of the Pink and then that second group? So right now, it's Saturn significantly in front of Ginty, and Ginty is significantly in front of the rest of the pack. Nova battling with Mason in 1. They go 3 wide in turn 2. 1 up near the wall. They nearly get into the wall. They're bouncing out of each other. It's going to be an interesting 19 laps. Krieger and Dark down pit road. Dark is going to be a lap down at the end of this race, unfortunately. Where's Krieger going to come out at? You can see the red light on his car. He possibly sped in the pit road to gain some speed. Again, there's not really been a penalty for that this season. Comes out now, just enough fuel to make it to the end. Pink crosses the line now. Where's Krieger going to end up at? Oh, he's really far behind. It's going to be more than just 3 seconds. So, 17 laps to the end of this race. Who can make it to the finish? Saturn down pit road. It's just Genty out front. When will he come down pit road? Genty, the starter of what we call the JSS. The Genty stupid strategy that was the safe fuel that has been such a talking point at the end of this season. Can he make his own strategy work to the end? That would be insane. And then it's Juan and Nova currently second and third. Hank sitting in fifth behind, behind Mason, who sits in fourth. Krieger's all over the racetrack right now. I wonder if he hit another wall pop. I think he did. I think he hit another wall pop. He did. Oh no, he didn't. He just lagged. Here's a look back. What happened? He saw him low on the back straightaway. He had a possibly lag spike. Although now we're gonna have a caution. Oh man, oh boy, that's gonna be controversial. I think. Oh, it's not even close. And that will change the whole structure of the race. I don't think that was a lag spike down the back straightaway anymore. Here's the look at it. This is Krieger going down the back straightaway. Turns hard left. And a flip that saves his race. I wonder if there's going to be any repercussions. I hate to blame a guy. Oh, there he goes. He's out of the game. You hate to frame someone, but that was pretty suspicious. No worse time possible to lag out of a game. And to have it happen at such an opportune time of the racetrack. see what happens. He's currently gotten no penalties so far. Dark will be back on the lead lap. Dark has a really good chance to win this race. He's been one of the fastest cars on the track so far tonight. As Krieger out of the game once again. So it'll be Ginty up front. Juan, Nova, Mason, Pink. Then you'll have Krieger, Dark, and Saturn at the back. Via a 12-lap shootout. Krieger pleading his innocence to me. But, you know, I don't know. It's just that it's the same guy it happens to. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Well, at least it'll make this race a lot more interesting. Man, what a way this is going to change. Not just for, you know, the race. Dark has been up front, and now he has enough fuel to make it. He's on the lead lap. Ginty, he's been leading the last couple laps. He was the pole sitter of tonight's race. Juan showed some late race speed. Nova's been fast. Mason's been fast. And then you have your championship, too. Krieger and Pink. Everyone's been up front. Dark back into his car. Thought he was about to say that he was AFK. But it's going to be a 13-lap shootout to the finish. Unless we see another caution. But we'll have to see. Last 13 laps of Season 9. Oh, Junior messing up the laps. So we're in a little bit of delay here. As Junior's having issues now. Why it said results. Everyone's on lap 87. And there's 100 laps. I wonder why it broke like that. $88 of 10. Take a screenshot of that. That's funny. All right, so unfortunately we'll have to bring our board back. Oh, jeez, come on. You can get it, Junior. You got it. All right, here we go. The last 13 laps. All right, here's the countdown. Who's gonna get the championship? We're back underway at Homestead, and it's a good start by Juan. Ginty down the block. That's Nick down there who's having car issues. Krieger up to third. Juan with the lead, Ginty in second, Juan in third. It's a race to the finish. Slow car right now in turn one. .12 laps to go. Krieger down low, gave Ginty a push. Ginty gave that push to Juan. $11 to go. Ginty back down low, 3 wide, trying, or you may, oh yeah, there you go, 3 wide. Juan almost getting forced out. 3 wide drag race down the back straightaway. Juan backs out on the high side. It's Krieger all around. 4 wide now mid-pack. Juan has to back out again. 10 laps to go in Season 9. It's Krieger with the lead, currently with the championship lead. As Pink is trying to fight behind. A second place finish won't give Pink the championship. And now he's 3 wide for third, or for second place, excuse me. Pink not able to make it work there. Now Mason with the charge. 3 wide for third. Pink on the inside. Saturn in the middle. Ginty on the high side. Not a lot of time left. Pink flies in on the inside, trying to move Mason out of the way. Side by side, down the back straightaway. Mason with the high line run. Krieger can't yet pull away. Here comes Juan on the inside. Moves Pink to the middle of the racetrack. He's going to have to drop back. He needs that inside, or he needs the outside. He can't sit in the middle. Oh, 4 wide. 4 wide for the lead. Juan trying to steal it away. Mason in the middle, Krieger up top. Krieger drops back to third, to fourth, now almost to fifth. 7 laps to go. It's now Juan and Mason up front. Nova helping out, moving one out of the way, never mind. Here comes Pink, he's now looking on the inside, he wants the lead. Oh, a late block by Nova. Nearly causing a wreck down the back straightaway. They all save it. It's Ginty pushing 5 wide. Pink gets moved out. He moves back to the inside line. There's still 4 wide across the line for the lead. Ginty on the apron to try to defend. Here comes Pink and Mason. They're gonna go 5 wide again. Nova wasn't able to make that one work. Everyone getting in the way of this championship battle. Mason all over the bumper of the 20. Couldn't quite move him. Pink up to block that high side lane. He's got 5 laps to hold everyone at bay. Late block on Mason. He's got the inside. He's got the lead. Here comes Dark on the inside. He takes the lead on the inside. How many times am I going to say inside? Here comes Krieger. He's looking on the inside, trying to take it away from Pink. Krieger up to second. Pink still with him. 3 wide for second. 4 laps to go. Oh, there was a late block there by Juan. They get it back going. Dark losing the lead to Krieger, who's going to take it. Couldn't win the drag race. Here comes Pink. And Pink gets caught up by Mason. Dark into the wall. Mason up and into the wall. Blocks Pink. And now Krieger with a huge gap on the field with 3 laps to go. Can he win the championship? Lots of movement mid-pack. What happened in that corner, man? He's got a 0.3 of a second lead on the rest of the field. No one's been able to make up that gap. Two laps to go. Krieger. He's got a whole lot of room. And again, second place won't get that spot for Pink. Here's a look back at what happened. 2 to go. Mason tried to split through the middle, but Dark came down, Pink went up, and they got sandwiched together. It's going to be an unfortunate championship loss for Pink as Krieger takes the white flag at Homestead. This race is finalized. Controversial caution is gonna give Krieger gave Krieger the chance, and he's gonna take advantage of it. Out of turn 4, Krieger is going to win the championship and the race at Homestead. And he'll burn it down as Pink sits on pit road, unable to win 2 in a row. He'll continue to burn it down. He'll make his way to victory lane. Well, there isn't quite a victory lane here, so I'm not quite sure where he's gonna go. Gonna come down pit lane. Whoa, look out. Whoa. He really hit the camera. Where is Krieger going?
Thought there was a victory lane, but what?
No, there's no victory lane here, Krieger, but... Well, what is this, how many championships does this make you now have?
2.
This is your second championship? Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's your word on that caution there? Because, you know, it's a little bit of a controversial caution.
I don't care if anyone's mad. Pink can stay I could care less. I can't help when the entire fucking server's been laggy shit the whole race. And then even before I came in the pit, it was already lagging like shit. So I couldn't even help it. That's the whole reason why I lost so much time on pit road. Because even with Dark pushing me, I'm lagging my ass off with Dark behind me. So it doesn't help that I was even slower.
Right, and I'm seeing other drivers also talk about the lag. I was having a lot of lag on my end, but that caution kind of saved your race though, and take us through the last. Take us through those last 13 laps, and trying to keep everyone at bay for the championship.
I don't know what happened behind me, but whoever caused that entire pile up, I love them. I just look behind me. I see everyone on the inside. I'm like, what is going on? But I knew once I started to get around and got to like third on the restart, I was like, okay, just try to stay in the lead. Lost the lead. I got stuck to the outside. I'm like, okay, so this is getting ready to go bad. And instead, kept the lead, got back around, and like I said, do you know who caused the pile up?
It was a mix of a couple of drivers. I'd say it was a racing incident, but how was it though with the pit strategy? To me, it looked a little bit risky at the start of the race with how much time you had lost on the first group of pit road guys. But were you pretty confident in your strategy?
Yes. I knew I was going to lose time, but if I didn't lag, I would have came out with that pack. I would have been perfectly fine. I would have had a good stop. But I got in pit road and it started freezing, and I was like, where the fuck am I? That's a whole nother reason why I like stopped in another stall. I didn't know where the fuck I was. I showed back up. I'm like, oh, well, there it went. I had already accepted it at that point. I'm like, well, there it goes. We're driving. I'm with Dark. Well, Dark was like, came out way behind me. And next thing you know, it freezes going into 3, and I end up behind Dark, and I'm like, what just happened? Dark explains, and it started giving me shades of ARL, Iowa.
Right. And now, I mean, your second championship here, you were down by 4 points entering. I mean, how was the drive though for the whole race? Just trying to get as many points on pink as you could, with you two being on the same strategy, not really getting a ton of points and not being really separated.
I knew after that. Well, the first stage, I started to get happy because I started leading, and I was like, wait, but here comes Pink, got second. I'm like, okay, that's a point gained. Second stage, only gained a point. I'm like, all right, it's going to come down to the third stage. Ugh, excuse me. But like I said, everything just, I don't know why. Like I said, I don't, Pink, stay mad. I don't care. I genuinely can't help it if Roblox itself has been doing it the whole night. Because there's multiple people in here that can confirm the server's been laggy as shit. But just happy to be back. But there is something I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm going to stick to it. It's an announcement I've been wanting to say. If that's all right with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been thinking about it for some time, and I'm probably, this is it. This is where I'm going to retire after winning this. This is yeah. I'll probably be here for a couple of extra races, like to see if I can get like a crown jewel or something every now and then, like whenever I have time. But I just need to focus on other stuff. And I'm glad, like, if I would have lost this, I still would have done the same thing. But I'm glad I was actually able to finish it with a championship. But yeah, this is probably it.
Alrighty, Krieger. Any last words for season 9, and I guess for your RACC career, full-time RACC career?
I'm may not be in the GOAT debate, but I can pass for it.
All right, thank you, Krieger, and congratulations on the championship. We'll put you back down into the peanut gallery, and let's get second place in points. Pink up here. It just seems to always get you. So what happened there with Mason and I can't remember who else was also in that pack. It might have been Dark.
He went
But
for a move that he shouldn't have. He went for a move he shouldn't have. That's what happened. He went. I spoke about it with him after the race. I said, he said he didn't know if it was gonna work. I said, if you didn't know it was gonna work, why the fuck did you go for it? Excuse my language. But I said, why the fuck did you go for it? Knowing it wasn't gonna work out. And not only did you kill me, you killed Genty too, or whoever was at the top of them.
it was Dark.
I just killed Dark as well, or killed me and Dark. Ruined our race. It's like he could run away with it. I don't know, but I'm not mad at him. I mean, you can say stay mad, but it's so unironic how, even though we were on the same quote unquote strategy, I still, pit earlier than him, took less fuel, had a good strategy, and unironically, when the positions are all said and done, and we're just winding down the laps, he unironically lags out, just like he unironically jumped out of his car last season when it was 2 to go and I was leading. I just find that a little hard to leave. Yes, there was some lag, but it wasn't that bad. Everybody had it, but it wasn't that bad to where you unironically jump out of your car last season and then you unironically lag out this time. So I'm not buying that bullshit he's preaching. I mean, I'm sure Saturn and everybody else will in his little farewell story, but I just find it so hard to believe that when I beat him every time, something always seems to happen to him at the end of the races. It just seems a little fishy. I can't lie, but hey, congrats to him. I mean, a championship's the championship. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all set in stone. But we all know what the real reason behind these championships are. So, I'm not that sad. This shit's been happening to me probably my whole racing career. So, it's another slap in the face at this point. So, what can I do?
What does next season look for like for you, Pink? Is it going to be another shot at the championship, or is
Fuck if I know.
Fair enough. I mean, next
honestly,
season's a
honestly, fuck
big
if I
season
know.
10.
If I even fucking come back. We all know I'm coming back, but I don't know. Like, I mean, like I said, just unironically, something always happens when I'm winning. It's just so crazy, ain't it? It's just so crazy. Ain't it?
All right, Pink. Well, oh shit. All right, Pink. Ignore that. Well, any other words to finish off season 9?
I mean, I guess congrats to Bigger on his little championship. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna be honest. T-Man, I know you see it,
I see it.
but it's what can I do? I mean, put everything in it, beat him on strategy, and I guess the server fucked me over. I guess, quote unquote, the server. I don't know.
All right, Pink. Well, you had a good run this season. I really thought you had it, but that lag, you never know when it's gonna strike. I guess
That lag, man.
Never know when it's gonna strike. All right, thank you, Pink, and good luck on next season. We'll be back down to the peanut gallery as I press all my buttons. Whoa. Hello? There we go. Let's get Nova up here. Finished third in the race, I think.
Fourth, but yeah.
Fourth, okay. Well, I mean, you were a pretty fast car out there today. But was the championship kind of one of those things that keep in mind for the race tonight?
I mean, yeah, they're racing for their championship. I was racing for a win, and I wanted to finish the season off strong, especially after coming off a heartbreaking loss at Homestead. This was kind of like I was going into this race hopefully to have a decent car. When I saw that I can run up front and actually try and pull away from these guys if I wasn't fuel saving early on, I felt like, okay, this might be it. This might be the race that kind of redeems the heartbreaking loss at Homestead and SRU a couple weeks ago. This might be the thing kind of help me heal, but just wasn't meant to be. But yeah, it's
Go ahead.
no go. It's fine.
So you were a part of the same strategy as Krieger and Pink in that second group. Was that intentional to try to maybe stay with them, or was that kind of just fuel saving gets you in the same strategy?
I mean, the goal was to try and not stretch it as far as them, but stretch close enough that I'll be somewhere in the same range as them. So if I pit like a lap sooner than them, then I'm somewhere in the same ballpark, and then maybe we can work together, and maybe we'll be together in our own little pack, and we can fuel save together. That's what I was kind of hoping, and that's what was going on. 13 laps to go, and I was looking in a pretty good position, third place behind Juan. Ginty might have made it to the end on fuel. Juan might have made it to the end of fuel, but we were catching him. I could push it towards the end. So we were I was hoping that maybe things could turn out. And then the caution came out, and then obviously that went down the shit stew, in other words.
Right. That I imagine racing in the pack this time around was kind of similar to Atlanta. Or was it kind of different?
A little different. I try to work with Juan and Saturn, see if I can make moves or kind of follow them through and trying to move our way to the front. It was working for a bit until it wasn't, and then I got put in the wall and had to start pretty much from scratch, back to the drawing board, but shit happens, I guess.
And then what's next season look like for you? One of the newer guys joining in on RACC. You planning to make starts in season 10?
Yeah, confirmation from Junior. Looks like we're sticking with the Gen 6 car. So I have some big plans. I'm not going to say much or spoil much, but looking at a new sponsor, maybe a new number, maybe not, but a new sponsor, definitely looking towards that. But, I haven't had a chance. I'm not saying this is my rookie season, because to be fair, I've only had like 6, maybe 8 races to work off of in this league. So I don't really, that qualifies as a rookie season. I'm looking more towards an actual full rookie season. But hopefully next year, with a full schedule and a fresh start, we can come back bigger, faster, stronger than ever.
All right. And then any other final words that end off season 9?
All I'm going to say is good job, Krieger. Hope you. I'm not going to say that anything that was intentional. I don't believe it was. I mean, I've dealt with my own fair share of lag, so I've had some pretty bad lag during this race too. But Pink wants to believe what he can. Coma wants to believe or says what he wants to say. I'm going to stay out of it. That's their beef, not mine. But congrats to Coma. Good job on your career. And yeah, peace out, I guess.
All right, thank you, Nova. We'll move back down to the peanut gallery. Looking forward to seeing you next season. And then Dark will be the last interview that we have. Where are you, Dark? Oh, is that you? That's you.
I'm
in
in
a
the
second. I
pits.
gotta fly over there. Well, Dark, it looked like a really strong race from you tonight. You were up front quite a lot, battling for the lead even there at the end. Take us through what this race was like for you.
It was a pretty good race. Even though I still don't know how to fuel save, I tried to figure it out. I couldn't really quite make it. Fuel saving is going to be a big part of RACC still next season, I believe. So I need to get better at that. I feel like I could have had a win here, despite me, despite my own efforts of running out of fuel early. But that Krieger caution really helped me. I will vouch for him. I heard like the sound of a car flipping, like the engine goes wow, and I looked around, I saw him upside down, and I'm the one who said Krieger flipped, and then the caution happened, which was also good for me. It got me back on the lead lap. I was able to make it to the end, that's why I stayed out. But Mason just going for a gap that was closing. I don't know if I would have been able to win even if he hadn't done that, because I can tell Krieger really wanted to win, and I don't know how hard I would have wanted to fight him. But I'm fighting for a top 5, almost had it. Bodes well for next season, hopefully.
Right, and you were with Krieger or near-ish with Krieger when, that caution came out. You came down pit road together. I'm going to try to let Krieger get some points on his end on this caution conversation. Did it kind of appear like he was lagging when you were driving with him in down pit lane?
He was complaining about it for a while, and he made a couple odd moves that he did say were lag related, and I did believe him, especially when I think this was when he flipped. He just halfway down the backstretch, he went all the way down to the inside wall, kept going straight, and then hit in the middle of 3 and 4. And no, he didn't flip from that, but that he could have, and I don't think he would have done that intentionally, because he was very angry about it.
All right, Dark. Well, anything else to add on for the end of season 9?
Not really. I'm gonna be back for season 10. New number, new sponsor. Probably I'll see what I can cook up or steal from Stunod.
All right, Dark. Well, it's been a good season. Good chase run. A couple of great finishes and a great race from you tonight. Thank you for the interview. We'll move you back down to the Peanut Gallery, and then we'll kick everyone out of the Peanut Gallery. Get out of my stage. All right, thank you everyone for watching. That has been season 9. Congratulations to Krieger on his 2nd championship, and then of course his retirement from full-time racing in RACC. I think I feel bad for you, man. It seems like it's every championship. Something always happens. I feel bad. But thank you all for watching. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. And congratulations to Krieger one last time as we see him on the victory star. Oh, there he goes. All right, well, that'll wrap it up for me. The off-season's probably going to last a little bit, so if you want the up-to-date news and that stuff, join the RACC Discord server, linked in the description below. And we will see you all when Season 10 starts, hopefully. Schedule's pretty open for that. And we'll see you then. Thank you all for tuning in once again. And we'll see you in Season 10.